Toxic Gamers. This is your friendly neighborhood DM, Forky, aka Ron. I have with me our last playable character. Go ahead and take it away.
Sup, Toxic Gamers, it's Doom, hashtag Michael. I'm gonna talk to you about my character now, I guess. Barbarian class, dual wielder.
No, dumb.
What? Just
Backstory.
Just backstory?
Just give the
Okay.
backstory.
Okay. So,
Leave this part in.
leave this part in. Okay, so his name's Chuck. He's a 6'5" tall satyr. He's classified basically as a mutant amongst his tribe. He is raised and tortured basically to be a mindless brute. His father was his main antagonizer, so he ends up killing his father at the end of a battle that they sent him in to die. He is found in basically the gore remains of his father. And then he's cannibalizing him, eating him, just killed him, eviscerated him. They try to lock him up, not well enough. Later that night, before they could decide what to do with him, he kills the entire tribe and cannibalizes them. But just to add further insult to them, he goes to the middle of the tribe where they have a sacred tree where they usually do the religious stuff. And he fucks the tree to basically desecrate it, and in so doing he had an elf. There was an elf inside the tree, and she curses him to have the female genitalia
Along with male genitalia.
along with male. He is a hermaphrodite. He has both at all times. Not to mention he's just a psychotic brute that only wears suspenders and has booty shorts, and he's a satyr. So that's gonna be fun. He spends his last 5 years after all this goes down just fucking murdering, cannibalizing people, and made a name for himself, the Raging Trap.
I do want to point out that there were some other design ideas that were thrown out. Something about he shaves his chest, and he has managed to find hair dye for
Pink
his
hair.
mohawk. For his mohawk. Satyr with a mohawk.
So it's a satyr with a pink mohawk. He
And
only has a pink chest tuft.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is our last player character. And we'll see how he does. Alright, so you've gone on your 5-year bender. You're actually kind of in the outside of, like, the very outskirt of where fey creatures congregate.
Okay.
I mean, you got the whole thicket of forest in this direction that you stumbled in there a time or two, drunk beyond all belief, and all you remember is like some mirage into another dimension that then spat you right back out 10 times as drunk.
Oh, I'm fucked up.
It's never been a clear memory for you. You know, you walk in this way, and you somehow lose a week, and you walk back out. Weird how that worked. But you've been all up and down and around these wilds that the Raging Trap has been kicked out of and banned from most every tavern. You're in the last one that you're allowed in on the eastern side of this continent.
Okay.
But you found a really interesting get at this tavern. When you came in the night before, you were just looking to continue your bender. Rage on here and heart on there. And sure, he looks cute. But what really kind of got you going was you found another satyr. This worked in 2 different ways. She was taller than you.
I'm freaking huge.
I know. That was the
What?
weirdest part. This sparked 2 very important feelings for you. It sparked your rage because last you saw satyrs, you eviscerated them. You tore them up. You ate them. You made a point of defiling a holy symbol just because you hated your own race. There, you're self-loathing. But she was massive. Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
And it just so happened that she was looking for, you know, a Mr. One Night Stand as well. And it worked to her favor because, again, your rage caused it to be really rough. And she was all about it. She was so much about it that she told her, she told a couple of her friends to hop in. And so while you were going at it with her friend was going at it in you. And you just don't care. You are all about it. The drinks go flowing all night. The bodily fluids flow all night. And for the first time, you wake up and you're actually kind of content. A little hungover, but that's to be expected. And you hear a little clop, clop, clop of this other massive satyr walking away. And she turns and asks, "Oh, you're finally awake. Well, tell me, big guy, what's someone like you doing all the way out here?"
So she's Southern.
She's whatever that voice was.
A Southern satyr.
She asked you a question.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
What are you doing out here?
I'm plowing and fucking anything that moves to spite my rage.
Well, that's mighty fun and all. Where are you from?
Deep inside the Fey Forest?
Fey Forest? You mean you ain't from out west?
Out west? I didn't even realize satyrs came from way out there. I've only ever known my tribe.
And that's the big point to take away here, is that she's telling you that there's more satyrs out there. She's from the west. She's from a tribe out west. She's come to the east just because. So she had no idea that satyrs were out here on the east. So she's taken back by that a little bit. And she just looks at you and she's like, "Well, where's your tribe now?"
Well, after I murdered all of them, I ate what was remaining of them.
So you say that, and all of her little friends that were joining you in last night's festivities kind of get up and they're clothing themselves. They're like, sorry, you did what? You ate your people.
Oh yes, they were delicious.
Yeah. So, but they're starting to back away from you, very terrified, because while she's taller than you, no one else is, and her horns are filed down to a blunt tip. Yours aren't. So they're all kind of scooching away, and she perks up because she ain't fucking scared of you. Why did you kill your whole tribe?
They beat me and treated me as an outcast beast that was going to be used for just pure war. And then when they finally had the war, they tried to dispose of me.
What the hell kind of tribe are you coming from?
A kind of midgets that were afraid of me, basically, because of my size and killing my mom at birth because I'm the way I am.
But satyrs are typically this size.
There's others my height? Besides you?
Oh, sweetie, you short.
God damn it.
So she goes on to explain that there is, in fact, a tribe of bigger satyrs. Yeah, in the normal setting, you're actually, yes, massive. You are a monster amongst your kind, as they so put it. But enough of them have enough tall ones congregated in an area, and they were all outcasted. It's not the first time that a monster was born in their ranks. They just always moved east. Or, I'm sorry, they've always moved west.
So I could have just left instead of eating everybody. Great.
And she implores you. She says, I'm not going back there, but go west. Go west and find our people. There may still be a chance for you to embrace what it is to truly be a satyr, what we as a people aim for.
You think I could even do anything like that since of what I did to my people?
Sweetie, the elder in our tribe has told stories about the midget satyrs. They're not going to feel any kind of way about what you did.
Alright. Well, this was a night to remember. Thanks.
She goes to leave. Her party has officially left, and you're sitting there with a new thought in your mind of, there's more satyrs out there, and from the sounds of it, more accepting satyrs. Someone who may actually accept you for who you are. That's something you haven't ever experienced. And then the tavern owner comes kicking in the door with a blunt knife and a tab that's about 600 gold worth. And he's like, where'd everyone else go? Don't tell me that you people are going to come into my bar, break my walls, drink my ale, and then treat it like it's your own damn whorehouse and not pay the bill. I expect payment in full. And he slams it down. He's inches from your face, screaming with a blunt knife in his hand.
Stroking beard. Headbutt. Just uppercut his, just right then and there, knocks into his ass. And I just go over him and go, I will not be paying, but you know, I'm quite hungry.
So we do a little bit of a time jump. You've now eaten the tavern staff. It's completely abandoned. And where do you go from here?
I'd like to go see the clan of Tall Satyrs.
Cool. So, something worth noting here. Going west is you're going to go straight through a town called the Crossroads of Power. You've heard this name before. You haven't quite gone that far west yet. Because it's like as far inland as you can go. It's like smack dab in the middle of the country, as you were told. It's known as a place of untouchable people. You have no one's able to move their forces in there. If one warlord were to move in troops to stay, another warlord's going to send an army to evacuate them. And this place has its own military force of some style. It's like almost like they get the most experienced and most powerful bounty hunters to act as their own private militia. Jeez. Trouble's not allowed to happen in the Crossroads. So this area is actually very open. It's very black markety. It's very... Everyone is both against one another and yet for one another.
Because you don't want to fuck up. Anybody fucks up, you're all dead.
Pretty much. But it's also the one area where none of the warlords can go. And that's the big takeaway on it. So that's where we'll reconvene next time. Next time we will see what happens when Chuck, Sibashi, and Drakfalmar meet in the Crossroads of Power. This has been all of our opening scenes. Really hope you guys enjoy it. Like and subscribe, and stay toxic.
We